Hey guys, it's Finn. I'm playing Black Ops 2 Headquarters on Nuketown, and I want to talk to you guys about whether YouTube gaming is a quote-unquote real job or not. Now, in my previous video, um, the my ad block is stealing question mark video, I lightly touched this subject already, so you guys may already kinda know my opinion, but I wanted to open it up a little bit more and really express what I feel about this matter. So, you're posting gaming videos on YouTube and they become popular, and then you get partnered with YouTube and you make enough revenue out of your videos to make a living. So, is it a real job? Should that be allowed? That's really the debate that's going on here. That's been going on ever since people have been able to make money out of YouTube. So like I said, I already kinda lightly touched this topic on my previous video, although I do have to admit that I kinda misspoke in that video. You see, I did say that I don't exactly see YouTube gaming as a real job, but that's not exactly what I meant. I realized only after that I kinda misspoke. That's not what I meant. You see, what I really meant was that I wouldn't consider it a job for myself, but that's just my opinion. I'd much prefer to keep it as my hobby. I mean, I've seen what kind of work does it require to get good YouTube videos out there and really make a career out of it. You have to put a lot of work into it, and it's not just something that's for me. I wouldn't consider it my real job, just my hobby. I'm not saying I wouldn't like to earn some money out of it ever, but not just as a full-time job. That's not my dream. But the point is, what about the general picture? Is YouTube a real job? Is it a real job generally to post gaming videos on YouTube and make money out of it? And the correct answer is yes. It's not just my answer, it's the correct answer. Factually, it is a real job. So, if you feel like YouTube is a real job and someone comes to your face and says YouTube gaming is not a real job and making money out of YouTube isn't a real job, then congratulations, because you have already won that argument, because the other guy is incorrect and you are correct. You see, it is like I said, and I don't see any reason why it would differ from so-called real job. You see, if you make money out of YouTube, you're a YouTube partner. You have a contract with YouTube, and it's the famous partnership contract. And the idea behind partnership contract is that you and YouTube have a mutual goal, and the mutual goal is to make your channel successful, so YouTube can make ad revenue out of it, and you can have your own share, and YouTube has its share out of the revenue. I'm pretty sure that's how partnership contract works. And the beauty with partnership contract is that YouTube gives you the terms to follow, the rules to obey, no violence, no sexual content, and no copyright violations. But other than that, you have your set of rules, but other than that, YouTube leaves you with free hands. YouTube does its own thing and you do your own thing, and your mutual goal is to get your channel successful and make revenue out of it. So factually, it is a real job. I don't see why it wouldn't be. That legally is considered a real job. So the debate really is about whether it should be a real job. So if someone comes to your face and says YouTube gaming shouldn't be a real job, then he's not factually incorrect. It's his opinion, and there's really nothing we can do about it except try to convince him otherwise, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Now, a lot of people who say that it shouldn't be considered a real job explain their point. Look at that. Care package kill. Nice. So, like I was saying, a lot of people who say YouTube gaming shouldn't be a real job explain their point by saying it's easy. It's easy to put gaming videos on YouTube, and it's easy to become popular, and it's easy to make a living out of it. But if it really was easy, then there would be a lot more people who would do that, because for example, these very same people, let me say this first. These very same people who say that YouTube gaming and making money out of it is easy. Uh, these very same people, they don't have successful channels themselves. They don't have successful channels partnered, and they don't know how the YouTube video career thing works. Now, personally, I've made over 300 videos on this channel, on this Finhale channel. And if you add all the videos from my previous channels and the community channels that I've been part of, and the Finnish channel that I'm part of at the moment, the Reality X Machina, I've probably uploaded nearly 1,000 videos, I would say. And I have spent hours and hours and hours of my spare time editing my videos. And I know the amount of work. I know how much work does it take to do this thing. I mean, maybe from the time I've spent on building my YouTube channels and my YouTube career, so sort of, maybe 15% of that time was spent actually playing the video games. A lot of people say that YouTube gaming is just playing video games, recording and uploading to YouTube, but that's just wrong. I mean, people who say that it's that easy, I'd like to say that people are entitled to their own opinion, but I'd also like to say in this specific matter that these people who claim YouTube gaming and putting videos on YouTube, becoming successful, making money out of it, these people are wrong. They're factually wrong. I'd like to say that if you claim it to be easy, because obviously you don't know what you're talking about. And these very same people, a lot of these people who feel that it isn't a real job, they also say that it's because you don't have to get up 6 a.m. only to come back home at 5 p.m. all tired and stuff. But people, it's 2014. There are lots of jobs out there that don't require you to get up early or don't require you to leave your house at all. I mean, there are lots of jobs that have these perks. And even they are recognized as real jobs. And then these people go on, you shouldn't get paid for it because you're not working hard, like cutting trees. But now this may sound shocking to you, but believe it or not, you do not have to cut trees to get money. I've worked in several different jobs, and I have never in my life cut a single tree. Like 99.9% of jobs available don't involve cutting trees. What the hell? I have actually dragged trees out of forest, but that's totally not a real job. I mean, the guy who cut the trees, he did the real job, and I just dragged them out of there. I shouldn't get paid for it. I should only drag trees out of forest because it's fun and it's my hobby. It should be my hobby to drag trees out of forest. I should get any paid for it because I'm not working really. Yeah, I bet that's what you're saying to me right now. Although it would be freaking hilarious to see people like PewDiePie and Smosh and these guys just working in the same forest, one single forest, cutting trees. I mean, it would be hilarious. Maybe do a series like that one day. Would be fun to see. And also, these people go on. You cannot rely on YouTube as your main source of income. That's the reason why you shouldn't get paid. You cannot rely on YouTube being there with you forever as your main source of money. Something could go wrong any day. Companies might claim all the revenue for themselves out of the video footage of their games. They might claim all the revenue to themselves, and YouTube may fall. All this could happen any day, and technically they're not wrong. Technically that's possible, but that applies to all jobs out there. No job is certain. Companies may go bankrupt. They may fall. They might need to fire people. That happens everywhere all the time. I'm actually some people might not know, but I'm actually an electrician out of my profession, and I used to work in a company where we did a lot of electrician installment work. And once I left that company, I could never get any more job out of that same place again. And also, both my workmates don't work there anymore that used to work there with me while I was there. And do you know why that is? Bad times happened, that's why. Meanwhile, the YouTubers that made videos for money back then when I worked in that company still to this day make videos for money out of YouTube. So, maybe YouTube gaming isn't such a bad idea for a job if you really want to do that, if you really are able to do that to make a living out of it. So, that's my opinion. YouTube gaming, if you can make money, well, factually it is a job if you can make money, if you can put up a contract and make a living out of it. Factually it is a job, and I don't really see any reason why shouldn't it be considered a real job, other than the people who claim that it shouldn't be a real job. The real reason why they claim that is because they're jealous. That's the only reason why I would think that someone wouldn't accept it as a real job. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.